Hello, welcome to all of you. Welcome back to those of you who have been following along page by page. Today we are on page 35 of the booklet Kamatthana, and let's give it a go. Wisdom, panya, discernment, insight, wisdom. They're including intelligence, common sense, ingenuity. So wisdom is for us in the forest monk tradition something that occurs or is associated with the heart. It's a synonym, you might say, for the word Dhamma, and it's not intellectual, it's not brain, it's not something that we learn in school or from a book or from a YouTube video. It's a quality of mind that is able to deeply discern. Insight meditation is the practice we use, of Vipassana meditation. So wisdom arises as a result of sati. Sati is strengthened by the use of concentration, and that results in wisdom, insight and wisdom. Now, the spillover of this wisdom, this capacity to stay focused and mindful, can also help us to be intelligent, to have common sense, to make wise, safe, and healthy decisions, to have healthy lifestyle, as well as being creative, ingenious, so to speak. So it isn't just that we become some kind of a saintly person, but who's a moron in his daily life. Sometimes we say that about extremely intelligent people. They are highly skilled, maybe in mathematics or philosophy, etc., but they don't navigate the world so well. They're awkward, socially awkward, or some other characteristic that makes them stand out in that way, as well as stand out in their intelligence. But as we gain wisdom, we're also gain a kind of social etiquette or ability to function normally in the world. So panya is thinking in the right way, truth and insight. So thinking in the right way, I'm struggling here because I've been using all kinds of vocabulary to take us away from this concept of being intelligent by using our brain. But thinking in the right way is another synonym for right view and for right understanding or right intention, which are the first two of the Eightfold Noble Truth. And each of the Eightfold Noble Truths has the word right in front of it. So it means the truthful way or the best way or the highest way, and for each of the eight parts of the Eightfold Noble Path. And this always results in insight. So as I've said, Vipassana means insight. It's the tool that we use to have the direct experience of insight which occurs in the heart. Panya kills kilesa. So kilesa are these thoughts, these distractions, these values, these beliefs, these opinions that we have that simply have no basis in truth. They have all come about through a misunderstanding of what Dhamma is, and an acceptance, an uncritical, mindless acceptance of values and teachings from the secular world. So here's a word that sounds like vipassana, but vipassanu is a defiled wisdom, clinging to our success and craving for more, wanting to get. So our success, as I mentioned in the last talk, can be some successes we have in our meditation. It can be these experiences of piti that we talked about, or any other experience of tranquility or lights or flashing lights or heavenly music, all kinds of sensual phenomena that occur naturally for some people in their meditation. Once they occur, they usually turn into an obstacle because we start craving to have them more and more, or better and better, or bigger and bigger. So people are misguided in their understanding of what has happened to them, so we can call it a defiled wisdom. One of the most common forms that defiled wisdom takes is people have experiences which they are convinced means they are enlightened. And then they go around telling others that they have become enlightened based on some experience they had in their meditation. This was definitely a defiled and delusional form of wisdom. Panya bhavana is wisdom development. So it means that it's a path, it's kind of a course of behaviors and practices that deepen our abilities and our mental, spiritual development. Wisdom is right view and right understanding equal panya. So if you want to have the deepest form of wisdom, you must begin to have right view and right understanding. The next definition, a mind, chitta of panya. This is what a mind or consciousness would look like when it is imbued with, saturated with panya. It's courageous, capable, astute, all around aware, but not involved with the within or the without. Well, that's another definition of sati. One of the definitions of people who have entered the stream, and then those who have gone beyond entering the stream, is they become more and more fearless. They don't panic. They don't go into shock. They don't become hysterical in life-threatening situations. They're not afraid to die, so they don't become defensive. They're capable. They make wise decisions, able decisions. They have the extreme insight. They can see what's going on clearly, and they don't get involved emotionally with opinions and points of view and the need to judge, blame, criticize, etc. Here's a quote from Ajahn Chah. Whatever we do should be done for the purpose of developing wisdom. Developing wisdom is for liberation, freedom from all conditions and phenomena. So this is also another way of talking about seclusion. Slowly on, as we grow in wisdom, we cherish less and less what the secular world has to offer. we may begin to limit our friendships and our social engagements. We may downsize the clothes in our closet or items stuffed in drawers and cupboards and shelves in the house. There are many subtle, quiet changes that we begin to make because these things that used to engage us, that we used to be attached to, we no longer feel that attachment. And it sometimes means certain friends fall away from us quite naturally. We don't have to do anything. We don't have to lecture them or try to convert them to our practice. Just like a leaf falls from a tree, it's a law of nature that certain attitudes and beliefs and decisions, that is, beliefs and opinions that we've had just fall away, and what takes their place is Dhamma, the love of Dhamma, the wish to be filled with Dhamma, the wish and desire to live a life of Dhamma. Samadhi and Panya can only develop and reach their fulfillment if they are associated with mindfulness to promote and look after them. So in forest monk tradition, mindfulness is the way. And mindfulness is aware of what's going on in our concentration, our sitting meditation, and it's aware when we have insights, when Panya or wisdom bubbles up to the surface, there is this awareness that we call mindfulness, that this has occurred. Sati Panya, that's mindfulness and wisdom, is the way that lets go of the values of the world, samudaya. Satipanya it's the path. Magga means a path, and I don't know how to say those words. Patipada, it's the ultimate wisdom. It's the ultimate form of practice. The path is Satipanya, and that includes a moral conduct, concentration, and wisdom. Dukkha arises, and sati arises, and panya arises to investigate the deceptions of sankhara. So, there's a Zen saying, we can't keep birds from flying over our head, but we can keep them from making a nest in our hair. Now, when this sentence says, dukkha arises, it doesn't say that you made the dukkha. It doesn't say where it came from or where it will go. It just says that dukkha, that's some kind of suffering, whatever form it may take, including the suffering of just not knowing what the truth is, the belief that we're a person is the ultimate form of suffering. Anyway, by a law of nature, this will arise in consciousness. And if we're mindful, then mindfulness will be right there to see that this has arisen. And that will result in the wisdom to investigate is whatever has arisen. In this case, we're calling it dukkha. What is this dukkha? If it's dukkha, it's not helpful. It is not going to deepen our wisdom. It's not wholesome. It's not healthy. It's a sankhara. So mindfulness will arise, the wisdom will arise that this is not me, this does not belong to me, this does not constitute myself. And that wisdom is so powerful that we are no longer interested in being engaged with, even for a moment, the form that dukkha has taken. Now we've reached growth in wisdom. This is the forms that wisdom will take. Association with superior people. I just was mentioning that sometimes friends fall away from us quite naturally. Their interests and ours no longer align. There's no anger. There's no attempt to convert them or teach them or somehow, influence them. It just happens. And in place of these people who may have fallen away, not necessarily, we're more and more interested to be with like-minded people who are sincere in their practice and hopefully find a teacher who can assist in the practice of the Dhamma, and little by little the attractions of the secondary world just pass away. We like to hear good Dhamma. We listen to YouTube videos. We go to weekend or longer retreats. We possibly read about Dhamma. Proper attention, sati. So let's think of this kind of lineally. As we become interested in Dhamma, we try to meet people, or even if it's electronically on the internet, etc., to further our interest. Now we're listening to Dhamma, we're hearing good ideas, and this, along with our practice, will result in a better mindfulness, a stronger mindfulness, and we will develop a practice in accordance with the Dhamma. So these are signs that we are on the path, we're making good choices, and they result in our practice of the Dhamma. Wisdom shines forth in behavior. This is really, really critical. So often people believe that because they have a deep intellectual understanding of the teaching of their religion, whatever religion that might be, that they are that. They are an expression of, they're a missionary of, they're an example of this religion that they are knowing so much about. But then we see that in their day-to-day behavior, they're not. Maybe their personal relationships are problematic. Maybe there's a real stress at home or a stress in the workplace. Maybe in some cases there's a level of dishonesty and betrayal in their daily life. So if they did have a wisdom, it would purify their behavior. And in the Buddhist tradition, you cannot have wisdom if you haven't been purifying your virtues, your moral conduct. So we, by their works, I think is in the Christian tradition, by their works or by their behavior, they shall be known, and not by their words. Truth cannot be found by denying the natural order of things. So the natural order of things is karma, Of course, there's a natural order in the physical world, and scientists of different schools are constantly investigating that order in the natural world. But this wisdom that we aspire to in the practice of Dhamma is not an effort to deny anything about the way things are. It's a commitment to knowing, finding out the way things are. And this is another way of saying truth is not faith-based. We don't have to proclaim some idea that we have been taught by authorities as being true, even though it seems quite obvious that it violates the natural order of things. I don't want to give any examples from other religions, but this is a common mistake that we see, people repeating things they believe in for which there is no possible scientific or organic truth to the statement. Okay, I think this should be the end of this discourse, this talk. We've finished page 35 today. I'm really grateful to any of you who have made it to the end. I hope it will be a blessing in the long term. I see the practice of the truth, the practice of the Dhamma, the listening to the Dhamma is like planting seeds. We plant the seeds by listening, by reading, by mental investigation, and then with daily practice of sati, those seeds are nourished. They get the moisture and the warmth, the sunshine that they need, and they bear fruit when conditions are appropriate for that. So even if we haven't understood something we've heard, the seed has been planted, and we can be certain if we tend to it, if we care for it with our continued practice, we're bound to be successful. Thank you very much. I hope you'll tune in again.